August 28th. A date with fate that will be ingrained in my day-to-day, not so casually and not so gradually, but abruptly. So much so that I vowed to never let it corrupt me. I kept struggling with, how do I start this? I can't lie. This shit was the hardest. I'm still trying to figure out this whole speak from your heart shit. Is what I'm saying helping or harming? Am I selfish for writing this? I've gone from guarded to playing with heartstrings like a harpist. It's odd. I've even gone as far as to question my own hardships. He never taught me how to shave, but I shaved his head when chemo vacated the follicles. Someone just tried telling me it was symbolical, but it feels more diabolical. Is anxiety biological? I often let my mind take me back to the first 28th. It's an uncanny place, my heart races out of pace. Face to face with death's doorstep, I tell my father to let go, to stop fighting, to breathe that last breath. As he struggles, the lung cancer slowly killing him step by step, I lose my own breath. Anxious with the fear of my own death. That's not new. It's old news. I've had it since before I could tie my own shoes, but then it went away on the first 28th. In the years since, my anxiety has come back stronger than ever, so I hope you take this as the letter that he never wrote me, because that only happens in your hopes and dreams, fairy tales, and movies. Unfortunately, happily ever after doesn't cover the afterlife. Did he have the same thoughts as I did when he was just a kid and his father left, but they never had our relationship, so all those feelings he just swept under the rug, never to be dug out? His father left them by choice, mine didn't have one, and that's what I think about. So did he have the same thoughts? Now I think yes. Then, I thought not. There's no more, now I lay me down to sleep. It's, nowadays, I lay in bed, slip into existential dread, crash into a manic state, I panic and I'm still awake, my heart rate spikes, my sweat soaks the sheets, there are no tears, for I fear they make me look weak. They say there's 7 stages of grief. Well, fuck. I'm stuck on stage 3. Like the cancer that ripped through his body, I'm angry at everybody, and every healthy body of every man that was half the one he was. The good die young. Or in his case, living the way he did at his pace, cancer hit him twice. Beat it at 28, then lost the rematch on the 28th. The hardest part is seeing the strongest person you know so weak. And in less than a week, I'm going to say a speech. 10 years to the day, I still tend to create alternate realities, where my current life is different, with him still around and not in the ground, trading my 6 feet for his, not questioning if I want to live, but questioning my own mortality. Standing up at the podium, I'm giving a speech. No tears on my cheek, no inability to speak. I crack jokes, tell stories, it's all pretty easy. Never allowing myself to feel. It's not real. And now, I question if it ever has been. I think I would react the exact same way if he walked through my front door today or if I never saw him again. Do I not believe that he is dead? I should be crying as I write this, keyboard drying as I type this, but I'm not. Remember, I'm still stuck on stage 3. I'm angry. I'm scared. I want to ask my dad how he prepared. Did he come to realize, like I, that each breath has a price and that value is finite and it's stretched over time like a maxed out credit card? We only have so many swipes. I lay awake at night, afraid of what's to come. I'm beginning to think that those who die young, they are the lucky ones. I don't want to die young. My dad was only 51. Is cancer genetic? I'm his only son, his only blood. I have to run and keep running and running like Gump. We used to watch movies together every Friday. Rented them from Blockbuster. I never got my way. I can't tell if this pressing chest pain is anxiety or if my muscles are sore from bench pressing violently. The only thing keeping me sane is to train, and I've spent 10 years training my brain to stop feeling and start dealing, to stop crying and keep lying. I self-sabotage, purposely ruining my own happiness by getting into my head. It's like if I get to a certain level of happiness, I'll be too scared to die. There's no time. There's no time for me to cry, to be sad. Yes, I just lost my dad, but now I have to step up. That's what they are telling me. But why do I feel jealousy every time someone asks what my parents do for work? They should feel blessed. They get to say parents. I have to tell them to drop the S. This ain't a test, is it? I ask as my own heart tries to escape from my chest, and my throat closes up, and my tears are all gone as we reuse my parents' wedding song to say goodbye once and for all. When I was younger, I asked, this ain't a test, is it? Now I'm just trying to find some peace before I rest in it. I'm still looking, as I never turn to God, because how dare God take my father away? I'm still living, clouded in this perpetual state of anxiety, panicking over the future, out of touch with the present, and second-guessing the past. My heart beats fast, wondering how long my heartbeats last. It used to be daily. Now it's just flashes. A muscle car passes, a smell of burning ashes. It's only every Christmas, his birthday, and August 28th that for a full day I think about where Gary'd be. Yet I panic every time I think about the day when they bury me. And I've never been to therapy, but if I went, this is what I would say. I tell them that I'm not sure how I got to today. I was only 15. And now, every time I have a change in routine, it's like my whole world crashes down with the walls I built around me. But I pick up the pieces and rebuild slowly. And every time I do, the walls aren't as high, and there are more people on the other side with me. I'm damaged, but I manage. I'm broken, but I keep hoping that whoever needs to hear this hears that they aren't the only ones who fear. I'm 25 and a half now, exactly halfway to the age that he was when he passed away, and I've never been more scared.